Supreme Master Ching Hai's lectures are not a complete meditation instruction. Please do not try alone. For free of charge guidance, please visit godsdirectcontact.org or contact any of our centers near you.
يشرفنا اليوم أن نقدم واحدة من هذه المحاضرات العميقة بعنوان سورانجاما سوترا، التعليمات الأربعة الواضحة غير القابلة للتغيير عن النقاء، الخاتمة وتأسيس مكان الصحوة، الجزء 1 من 8 ضمن سلسلة بين المعلمة والتلاميذ، مقدمة باللغة الإنجليزية في 24 ديسمبر 2018.
Hello there. I should have a hat, right? I have one somewhere. I thought tomorrow is Christmas Day, no? Why you wear hat already tonight? I have no idea. I was going to wear, but I thought we save it for tomorrow. Tomorrow I wear it to make up, okay, huh? Make up for today. How are you? Yeah. 大家好。今天已经圣诞节了吗？ Is it already Christmas today? Huh? No, huh? After midnight, right? I have 3.5 hours, then I can run back to it. Okay, thanks a lot. Thank you. You look good in hat. My God, the Taiwanese, they really can. Did they tell you to bring, or they just give it you here? Wow, how can they buy 10,000 hats in one day? More than 10,000 perhaps. Oh, incredible, incredible, incredible. Wow, wow. Wow. All these are nuns? Yes. Wow. Omitofo. Hare Krishna. You monk, you can sit up here, love. Monk, missionary, you can come up, sit here. Yeah, are you missionary? No, then you sit there. Only for monks and nuns. Just to respect their wish to be alone. You can sit on there, it's softer and warmer. You left everything at home. At least you can have a little comfortable here. If it's you, you would want to be comfortable. So just make them comfortable as you are. You should do everything just the way you would like it for yourself. It's so simple, my God. Huh? If you're uncomfy, you can also come up and sit a little bit higher. If you have a cushion, it's good. You should take care of yourself, okay? Because you are many, I'm only one. I can't take care of all of you, huh? For the elderly, you should take better care. You know why? The monks especially, because they sacrifice all their life for what? You know? For you, or for, at least for themselves, to be liberated. At least they take care of themselves. The elder monks and nuns, they have spent all their lives in asceticism already, okay? The one who really want to practice, want to follow the Buddha, or want to follow Krishna, or want to follow Mahavira, whomever these masters are, they really want to follow this ideal. So in all their life, they already endure a lot to reach God, whether they have reached or not, but they have done their best, everything they've done. according to the ideal, okay? So we, especially the elder monks and nuns, they have been enduring all their lives already, so it's better we take care of them. When we were younger, we're invincible, yeah? And when we're older, it's more difficult to adjust to different conditions. I keep telling you all the time. Yesterday I want to tell you something, and I tell you now before I forgot. I just say something, remember, like in the white magic? Because you were talking about trees. Remember that somebody touched some trees here, and then he felt the vibration, whatever that is, the blessing or the response, the love, whatever he felt, the tree, and he called that maybe Buddha tree. Yeah, all the trees are Buddha's tree, or magic trees. If you have respect for them, they respond, and they help you also, yes. I remember some other people will come and talk to the trees and all that, and have a wishing come true, their wish come true and stuff like that, because remember last time I told you the story about the Kusha grass gods? Yeah, there was Shakyamuni Buddha, one of his reincarnation. You were not there. Oh, you forgot already. All right, so simple. Every grass, like big, maybe a group of grass, every tree has spirit of some kind that dwell in it. Yeah, take care of the tree, or that is their dwelling place. They are assigned to stay there, and that's their home. Yes, and they do bless the surrounding as their job. Just like police or something, he's assigned to some special station and give him a motorcycle, something like that, to work with. Now, trees, they do have their magical power, their healing power, loving power, and they do help you with advices and all that even, but you, the deaf, don't hear nothing, see nothing. Yeah. So one of your brothers touched a tree, and then he felt something from the tree. Now you know what I'm saying is true, yeah? You heard it yesterday, right? Now you know, at least you, the one who experiences, know that what I told you is the truth. I tell you the truth all the time. But at least that, in that aspect, you know one truth, okay? We sometimes don't believe the Master until we experience it ourselves. Never mind, I'm very patient, okay? Very, very, very patient. I wait for you eternally until you know it yourself. Now, the trees and the grass and the plants, they all have their blessing power. I even told you that in Cancun. All right, so now, in the white magic kind of practice, people even advise you, like you make friend with one tree that you like, and then if you are sick or you have problem, you just come and hug the tree or tell the tree your problem, and then promise you come back again to visit, and then you will get better. Yeah. Please don't hug all my trees, because too many of you, the tree is already feeling scared. Because everybody hugs, then the tree will become like their skin will get worn out. Let them be, okay, huh? No touchy-feely, huh? You are saying already you should bless the trees, not vice versa, shameless. I'm just telling you, this is some kind of white magic that people practice like that, okay? Yeah. Of course, there are many other ways to practice. It's just because yesterday you talked about the trees, so I want to mention that to you as well. Huh? Okay, now, where were we yesterday? Yeah, okay. The precepts are very important, not only for nuns and monks, but for you as well, if you want to be liberated while you are taking care of your duties in the world according to your karma. Yeah? Not everyone can be nuns and monks, of course. It's a very difficult undertaking. It's very difficult. is need a lot of discipline, a lot of training yourself, a lot of self-introspecting, a lot of sacrifice, yeah, for personal taste, personal freedom, everything, many things. Yesterday, when I given you some cookies or crackers, I say if you're hungry at night, maybe you shouldn't eat a lot, but you can eat a little bit of this to calm your stomach. I was talking to the nuns and the monks, and then one of you said, I'm hungry, master, hungry, master. You always hungry when you see my cakes or my so-called blessed food. I was talking to the monks and nuns, because the monks and nuns sometimes they don't eat in the evening. So I thought, okay, in case it's cold here and your time change, and if you're really hungry, eat some little bit of this exception. I was talking to these people, not you. Because you can always go kitchen anytime, after midnight, before midnight, and then take something to eat. The monks and nuns, they don't do that. Maybe because they don't eat in the evening. Maybe because they keep the dignity. I was worried, the monks and nuns, because of time change from their country here, and maybe here midnight is there, midday over there, or before midday. So if they're hungry, they could eat a little bit to calm themselves. And then they meditate to erase that, whatever's supposed to have, if karma. So yesterday, the Buddha have pleaded with the Bodhisattva and Ananda and all these people, saying that you should use your power of transformation and appear to the world in the form of people, in the form of lay person, minister, kings, virgin youth, maidens, and so forth, even prostitutes, widows, profligates, thieves, butchers, or dealers in contraband, and doing the same job like they are doing, in order to lead them to the righteous place, the teaching of the saints. But these people, like the Bodhisattva or the monks, even though they appear thus to work the same as other people, lowlier people or unenlightened people, but they should never say of themselves, like, I'm truly a Bodhisattva, or I'm truly an Arhat, or let the Buddha's secret cause leak out by speaking casually to those who have not yet studied. What does that mean? Meaning, suppose you already initiated, you have all the instruction given to you how to meditate, and recite the 5 names and what to do, etc., etc. You should never tell that to other people who are not yet acquainted with the teaching and who not even know what the 5 names meditation. Of course, as I told you at the time of initiation, you keep all that to yourself. Same here. Otherwise, if it's not, then why the Buddha say that? Because it is true that the initiation should not be told to the people who are not acquainted to the teaching or who are not aspiring to become one of the meditators or the truth seeker and those. Just like Jesus say, do not give pearl to the swine. The pearl, the precious pearl, is likened to the teaching of God, of the initiation, precious teaching. We should not just go out and just say anything about that when they're not ready. Then the Buddha continued, how can people who made such claims other than at the end of their lives, and then only to those who inherit the teaching, be doing anything but deluding and confusing living beings and indulging in a gross false claim? So Buddha warned us that we should never do that. Maybe at the end of their lives, and then only to those who are already in the path, who inherited the teaching. That's what the Buddha meant. Those who already know the path, already know the initiation process. And then maybe at the end of your life, if you are really a bodhisattva or a saint manifested, then you say, I am so and so. Now, there was one guru in India, the Sikh guru. I don't remember the third or the fifth, one of the 10, one of the 10 Sikh gurus. He was very old already, 70-something. But he has been, he know nothing about practice of meditation. Until one day, he met one of his acquaintance or family members was reciting something, some of the teaching. And then he overheard it and he asked her, what is that that you are reciting? So his acquaintance tell him, oh, this is a teaching of Guru so-and-so, one of the Sikh guru before. And then he said, what is a guru? She said, you don't know guru? You have no guru? Then don't come near me. In India, I don't know now, but before, if you have no guru at all, you don't have master, teach you anything, then you are just a nobody. They don't let you in the kitchen because it might be contaminated their food. Even the shadow, your shadow, if you have no guru, no master who teach you, real master teach you anything, they don't let even your shadow fall into their food or in their house or their kitchen like that. They worry that your impurity, your karma, which have not been cleansed by the master power, by the initiation process, even your shadow will contaminate their energy of the houses or of the kitchen. The people who are not initiated never allow in the kitchen in any case. That bad. In Vietnam, we also say if somebody has no religion, no religious belief, they say, oh, you are the atheist, the non-believer. That means very bad. Kind of degrading, remark. Yeah, no respecting remark. Yes, because only the people who believe in karma, who believe in bad and good, that is trustworthy, according to the Vietnamese, tradition. Because if somebody believes nothing, don't worry about the bad consequences of his karma, of his actions, that means he could do anything, because he has no principle to hold his action to be in a straight way or moral standard. Then he could harm you without even caring about the consequences. That's why people say, if you're no religious or no believer, mean you're bad, untrustworthy, very scary people. That's what they meant. You understand? Yes. Because if you fear God, you fear karma, consequences, then of course you will always try to do good things, because you worry about the consequences of bad karma. But if you don't know nothing, you don't believe nothing, no master teach you, no religious principle, then you do anything, you see, and then you don't worry. So how can you trust such a person? It's just like somebody in the society who don't care about the law, who not worry about the police, or who don't care whatever happened, whatever he does. So he can just go to steal or maybe harming people without caring. It's not trustworthy. That's what it is. So the Buddha say that whoever claim himself to be a bodhisattva, except at the end of their life, when they have to review themselves, if they really know they are bodhisattva, and they reveal themselves to those who already in the path, and it's okay. If not, then they are just deluding themselves and others. And that's a very bad false claim, which is one of the greatest lies. Thus, when you teach people in the world to cultivate samadhi, they must also cease all lying. This is the fourth clear and unalterable instruction on purity given by the thirst come ones and the Buddhas and the world honored ones forever, in the past and now. Therefore, Ananda, one who does not cut off lying is like a person who carves a piece of human excrement. Yesterday we told already, and hoping that it will smell like sandalwood. And already yesterday the Buddha said, if you lie, especially you lie about your spiritual attainment, then it's like a poor person who claimed to be the emperor, and then his head will be chopped off. Very dangerous. So you like cutting off your enlightenment possibility now and in the future if you tell lie. This is a problem. Some people, it's just habit to tell lie. They don't even realize they're telling lie. Or they just make some excuses, and then to tell it as if it's true. And they think their excuse is valid anyway. Even though they know it's just an excuse, it's not valid at all. They still say an excuse. And that is also lying. When you know it's not true, you just make up an excuse to cover up your action. Then it's no good. So watch all the time your mind, because your mind is tricking you all the time. Due to habit, due to the company you keep, due to the job that you're doing, due to your surrounding, due to your family tradition or kind of lineage or just habit. So watch it all the time, okay? This is the most difficult to watch. Because we always make excuse when we want to do something. We say, oh, I do that, because of this. Whether or not it's true, and you don't care. And that is also lying. Should not. Always watch our mind. The Buddha said that if monks' minds are as straight as the lute strings, true and real in everything they do, then they can enter samadhi and never be involved in the deeds of demons. I certify that such people will accomplish the Bodhisattva's unsurpassed knowledge and enlightenment. The Buddha guarantee. I told you yesterday, just repeating. Oh, I just forgot the guru. He was very old. One of the Sikh guru was
Amar Das.
Amar Das. Okay, thank you, my love. Thank you. I forgot. It's a long time since I studied all this. It's 30-something years already. Passed so fast. 40 years even, almost 40 years. Whew, time passed, eh? My God. Okay, so he was very old. And then he heard that, without a guru, you are nothing. You are kind of rejected by even your own friend or your own family members. And he said, okay, where do I find a guru? Just like, where is a supermarket or something? Somebody who knew him long time. And then show him where to go and find the Sikh guru to study with him. And then he became that guru's servant. Very humble servant. Every day he served him with all his mind, all his heart, all his love. And then somehow, even though he was old already, but he was so pure, so sincere, so thirsty for God, that the guru even passed on the mantle of guruship to him. And of course, the son of that guru, the original guru, was so jealous of him. He find all kind of thing, all kind of picky thing to degrade him all the time. One time he passed by when the guru was talking or teaching, and then he said, why, You think you're somebody, you even grow a long beard like my father. You think that's look like my father, and then you are a guru or something, And like he was very, very jealous and degrading him in front of people, humiliating. Why do you grow such a long beard? For what? And the guru said, it's just to clean your shoes, my lord. You remember that? My long beard just to clean your shoes. Because he was saying you are just a servant, and now you grow a beard like my father, and then you think you're a guru of some sort. You grow a long beard. I say, I use it just to clean your shoes. Yes. That's what masters are. They are not really boastful. They don't mind whatever said to them. If they are disciples, then of course the guru will try to correct him or her and say, oh, you should not say such thing. It's a bad karma for you or something. But this person is too arrogant and so too ignorant, and he was already out of tune with the fathers, which was a guru teaching, so he could not argue with him much. So he has to say, I grow it bare long so I can clean your shoes with it. One time I was in India, and one of the master, I don't know what did I do, I don't remember. And he hit me on the head with his hand like this. I said, you're too hard. So I said to him, please use your shoes, master. Don't hurt your hand. I really meant it. I was nobody anyway. And it's just a natural thing to react that way. Because normally, master, if they touch you or hit you, maybe they become contaminated by your karma. So I'm worried, so I told him, use your shoes to hit me instead of the hand. But he didn't hit again. Yeah. Okay. So now the Buddha here also tells us that even if you are a bodhisattva and you use your transformation power to do some worldly job in order to teach other beings, still you don't review yourself. Then the Buddha continued saying that if one does not practice any of these tokens of renunciations of the body on the causal level, then even if one realizes the unconditioned, one will still have to come back as a person to repay one's past debts, exactly as I had to undergo the retribution of having to eat the grain meant for horses. But I told you yesterday already, it's just the karma of the world and the disciple that made it happen that way, because the Buddha would never be in any defilement in order to have to undergo any retribution at all. The Buddha has been Buddha for countless of aeons, and he is never defied in any way. He has never any karma. It's just all appearance in this delusional world like that. Because the real Buddha has become just like an ordinary being. He has to go and beg for food, he has to wear the robe, he has to do things, and it's just like any human beings. So it's just so ordinary that people cannot always believe that he's a Buddha or a saint. Even people try to kill him or assassinate him or harm him in many different ways, or even defiling him, accusing him wrong thing. Like one of the women came and accused that the Buddha make her pregnant. And then the Hufa beat her stomach up, and then the pillow comes out. But the Buddha would never say anything. It's just the Dharma God did that, and then the pillow comes out. Instead of any baby inside, just pillows. Yeah, the Buddha has never harmed anyone, even in that lifetime. He just went out, begged for food, come back, meditate, and teach his own disciples, mind his own business. And still somebody want to, humiliate him like that. Imagine, He done nothing wrong. Yeah, but he says something like, you don't wear leather, you don't wear silk, you don't drink milk, you don't eat butter. Oh, of course, it probably harms some business. Yeah, and some of these business people probably get angry with him and want to show him up, like that. So it is very difficult to be in a position of spiritual teacher. There's always some trouble waiting for you somewhere. There's always somebody who don't like you, even your own disciples. So yesterday we read all that already, so I skipped. Oh yeah, about the prostitute and everything, and butchers and everything already. Okay, Ananda, you ask about collecting one's thoughts. I have now begun to explain the wonderful method of cultivation for entrance into samadhi. Those who seek the bodhisattva way must first be as pure as glistening frost in keeping these 4 rules of deportment. If one is able to never give rise to anything superfluous, then the 3 evils of the mind and the 4 of the mouth will have no cause to come forth. So just keep your mind, keep control of your mind. Every time something bad arises, just cut it off. Think of something opposite, something more noble, something clean, moral. Because the mind is just something, it's like a habit computer, and it just keep coming out whatever it has received, by the habit or by the surrounding, by the society, by the company you keep. So just keep him in straight line, walk the line. Before I forgot, we should really thank the past masters, monks and nuns and scholars who have taken time to record what the Buddha is teaching after the master's nirvana. And also for the past and present person, lay or monks or nuns who have really dedicated themselves, sacrificed their time and precious health or under any difficult situation to translate this so that I can read it to you. And we have to thank them. And may they be blessed forever by all the Buddhas, past, present, and future. May their merit be immense. May they be liberated forever. Thank you. We should put this section in the front and in every time, in the beginning of every segment of the lecture, if we show it on TV. You should put it in the end also, beginning and the end of any segment of this lecture, of this continuous series of lecture. Okay, now Ananda, if one does not neglect these 4 matters, and further, if one does not pursue forms, fragrances, taste, or objects of touch, then how can any demonic deeds arise? I mean, we keep our mind pure, simple. Have what we use what we have what we need. Need and greed are different. Therefore, we have to keep our mind in a straight line, knowing how much the mind can lead us astray. We have to keep it under control, using the Buddha's teachings. The Buddha says, if there are people who cannot put an end to their habits from the past, you should teach them to single-mindedly recite my light atop the Buddha's summit, unsurpassed spiritual mantra. The Buddha taught many mantras, for you, just recite the 5 names. And the 7 gifts, That would be good enough for you, busy body lifestyle. In our modern time, we have many comfort due to splendid inventions of all kinds. Our lives have become more comfortable and convenient. Nevertheless, because of that, we also have to work harder in order to earn them. In the Buddha's time, it's easier to practice purity of mind, I think, yes, because you don't go too far anywhere. You just eat whatever inside your community that produced, and you just interact with each other in your village, in your hometown mostly. Most people are like that. And things they eat are very simple. And they don't have to buy a car to go out to a big supermarket to buy a color television. Before, we don't even have television. And then we have a black and white television. And then later we say, what? You still have black and white? No, I want a color television. And I don't just want a normal TV. I want supersized TV, flat screen, etc., etc. Therefore, we work harder, we're busier. And our mind is so difficult to control to the limit of what we need. Instead of just be satisfied with what we have, we want more and more all the time. Therefore, we are always in need. And when we're in need, we must think of the way to have what we think we need. And then we forget what is important in life. We have to keep up with the Jones. And then we forgot that we should keep up with the saints. We should remember what's important, because this life we will leave behind. Everything we have, we must leave behind. Anytime, anyway. You don't even know if it's tomorrow or next day. But just too busy, forget. Thus, we, the practitioners of the Kuan Yin method, always have to remind ourselves what is important, what is less important. And whatever we can minimize, downsize your life, then just do that. So that you don't have to spend your precious moment thinking of how to get more things. A precious moment thinking of have to go out and buy this, buy that. To buy, you need car, you need other people, you need petrol, you need time, you need to earn money. And that will cost us a lot of time. A lot of time. A lot of precious time. And if we have also been married with children and kids, then good luck. Good luck to you. Because there will be no ends to your obligation and duties. You have to work harder. Being a monks and nuns is a tough job, but I don't know if it's tougher to be lay people with families and children and the in-laws and the Bosai in-law and the death anniversary, birth anniversary, marriage anniversary. Whoa, if you forget. I think my life is tough because I work so hard. But it is different. I work for the world. I work for others. I don't work for myself. Of course, I do work for myself also, but that is not the point. Most important is work for the world, for others. So whenever I go somewhere, I do something. I always ask, is this good for the world? Is this better for the world this way? Where do I stay so that I can meditate better? Where do I stay so that I can get a better spiritual merit points to give it to the world? Always this question. I never ask like, where do I stay so that I get more food or more comfortable? I become more pretty and get more things, nothing. I came here new, like all of you. I have no true a house yet. I just stay in one of the ready-made house. We have many buildings already here before, and all the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, they resided here before we came. So I just let it be like that, okay? So all of you, the Christian, the Hindu, the Sikhs, the Jain, or the Seventh-day Adventists, the Hare Krishna, do not think that Master is biased with Buddhism. It's not like that. This place has been for Buddhists because the people are Buddhist, okay? They are vegetarian, I know that. So they put a lot of Buddha statues, Bodhisattva, Bodhidharma, and all that around. And they also have other kind of lesser Bodhisattva, some divas or local gods and stuff like that, but they moved them all already. Their own gods, they moved. It's just the Bodhisattva and Buddha already stationary. They stand fixed, they don't move. So we just leave them as is, okay? If I can, I have time, I will invite others, saints, to come to our place. Yeah, because now this place is officially ours. We can have more gods. So each of your gurus, your master, your original God, will have a chance to come and stay with us. Okay? Yes. So do not think I am just for Buddhists. I told you I don't belong to any religion. I told you many years ago when I first came out, when I was still a little bit somebody, but not much of anybody. I still am not much, but a little bigger than before. Before that, I already told you in one of the lectures, I don't belong to Buddhism or Catholicism or anything. Okay? I belong to the truth. I preach the truth. That's what I said. Okay? It's still the same. Yeah. Nevertheless, of course, I respected all the masters and all religions because they did the same. They preached the same. That doesn't mean that I am just a no-religious person. It's not like that. I just don't want to make another ism. That's why they always, the disciple and even government advised me to make a religion. And then I will have more advantage, more freedom, easier. But I don't want to make another one. We have so many religions already. Why make another religion? Have more competition, more complication. And then later when I die, I make so many churches, many temples again, Qinghai Church here, Qinghai Temple there. And then to take up space and people have to clean the church and temple every day. The Buddha continue. It is the invisible appearance atop the summit of the third come one. It is the spiritual mantra proclaimed by the Buddha of the unconditioned mind, who comes forth from the summit in a blaze of light and sits upon a jewel lotus flower. And now he's talking about Ananda's private life, a private connection with Manjusri, with that prostitute who almost corrupted him, and etc., etc. So I cut that off. Oh, you want to listen as well? I just talk about the precept here, okay? All right. Never mind. I just read it to you. What is more, your past lives with Mataji's daughter created accumulated kalpas of causes and conditions. Your habits of fondness and emotional love go back not just one life, nor even just one kalpa. Yet, as soon as I proclaimed it, she was free forever from the affection in her heart and accomplished a hardship. There was a prostitute who was very, very infatuated with Ananda, because he looked very handsome, supposed to. And she always tried to seduce him. And one time, Ananda has to go through her area, her house, in order to go for alms. And he has to go to her house to beg for alms. Because the Buddha don't let any monk go to the same place all the time, in order to avoid attachment, and discrimination between the rich and the poor. Yeah. Because Ananda sometime before that, he always went to the poor people to beg for alms, because he think like this, he can give merit to the poor, because the poor people need more merit than the rich. Therefore, Buddha said, no, you don't do that. You just go every house with the same love, with the same blessing. Yeah, you cannot discriminate and just bless just one type of people. Therefore, that day was Ananda's turn to go to different areas, including the prostitute's house. And this prostitute, she has been waiting for a long time for Ananda. And now the Buddha explained why. They had affinity with each other in kalpas, aeons already, and has always have return and return, like this. This life is the same. But after the Buddha has explained all this, she became arhat. She also became a nun, and compete with a nun who is more enlightened, who is faster to get enlightenment. That was like that. It doesn't say here, but just I know that from other sutra, okay? Yeah. There's something maybe that some of you don't know. Yeah. Why are you clapping? Because of the calendar talk? Because of my teaching? Oh, I just copied from the Buddha.
Yeah, because of your teachings, Master. All your information benefits us spiritually and physically in the world. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I just have to explain a little bit more so that you know the background of this situation, why the Buddha. Originally, I want to skip it, remember? This is his private thing and all that, but I thought, never mind, I just read it. I thought I would read it, quick, but then I remember this story, and then I begin talking. Habit dies hard. Yeah, I just have to tell you what is what. Okay then, now, so she has accomplished a hardship, this so-called prostitute. That prostitute, the Buddha continued, that prostitute who had no intention of cultivating before she met Ananda, she always wanted to wait for Ananda to trap him. She was imperceptibly aided by that spiritual power and was swiftly certified to the position beyond learning. Oh, she's gone so fast into the spiritual elevation, beyond learning. Means she already too enlightened. These people no need to learn anymore. Yes. Then what about you, sound hearers in the assembly, who seek the most supreme vehicle and are resolved to accomplish Buddhahood? He asked, question mark. For you, it should be as easy as tossing dust into a favorable wind. What then is the problem? The Buddha man looked at the prostitute. She had no intention to practice any spiritual thing, any teaching, nothing. She was a prostitute even. It's a kind of opposite of spiritual way of life. For example, like that, the people look down upon prostitutes, they think they are nothing, they have no moral, no understanding, no concept of a decent life. In any country, people look down upon prostitutes. Even in such a free country where prostitution is like a professional job and is illegally practiced, still people do not think well of prostitutes. Therefore, Buddha said to the assembly of monks and maybe others, Deva and Dragon and lay people, he said, she has no idea of spiritual practice, no intention. And after I explained to her, with my power, she became arhat. I mean, not immediately like that, but she intended to become a nun right away. And she ran to Buddha because Ananda, he almost succumbed to her charm. And then he prayed to the Buddha, please help me, Master, help me. Because she was already pinning him down like on the bed or something, and she was beginning her job, and he was already almost gone. But then he remembered the Buddha, said, please help me, please help me. And then the Buddha used his transformation body or sent somebody. And then Ananda immediately can escape, or awaken, like as if from a dream, and then he ran back to the Buddha. And this Mantaji's daughter, the prostitute, run behind. So she was running after Ananda, and both of them arrived in front of the thirsty one. And then she said, give me back my man. I want him, I love him. Return him to me. She complained to the Buddha. He already mine. Why you take him back? Give it back to me. Okay? And then Buddha said, okay, calm down. What is it about Ananda that you like him so much? She think about it and said, I like his eyes. Yeah. She couldn't say anything. It's too much in love, too much, very already too intoxicated in her physical desire and love for Ananda. This is because of karma in the past lives. You see that? Okay? She cannot help herself. She cannot. Of all the men that she knew in the past, and that up to that moment, she cared about nobody. Prostitutes, they do business. They don't fall in love, nothing. But only Ananda she likes, and whom she's in love with, a monk. That's the problem. So she said to the Buddha, I love Ananda's eyes. He said, oh no, these eyes, it's full of, ugly things that come out, the white stuff sometimes come out, the tears running down, and if he's sick, all these pores coming out, you don't want his eyes. So she said, I like his nose. She said, I love his nose. Because the Buddha asked, what's the reason you like him? What is it about him? I said, I love his nose now. He said, no, you don't want, there's all kind of things that coming out, when he blow the nose, this sticky stuff, ugly, you don't want like that. And then she said, I like his mouth. Then the Buddha also continued to tell her that, no, you don't want. There's all this, phlegm coming out sometime, and then the saliva is full of germs in the, no, this is the thing that you should not like. And continue further, until she has no more reason to like him. Yeah, the ears and whatever. She said the Buddha just flattened it out for her. Then after a while, then she realizes it is not truly a favorable thing, this kind of physical, sexual love. So, then she asked the Buddha to accept her as a disciple. She awakened, and then to become a nun even. And after that, she became Arhat in no time. She competed with Anand to see who is faster become Arhat. And she became first before him, supposed to. Yeah. All right. It's not because Ananda was slower or less spiritual. It's just his destiny to serve the Buddha first, okay? And to try to remember everything the Buddha said in the assembly, or whatever happened in the assembly, on all the spiritual stories that happen within the Buddha's assemblies and disciples. Just like nowadays you have miracle events, miracle stories and all that. Before there was no record player, so somebody has to write it down or memorize it all. Ananda that was his job. You see, if he became Buddha too quickly, maybe he could not do this, because he will lose his intellectual power, memory, so that he can become more pure, become Buddha. So he has to continue to be so-called a little ignorant until after Buddha passed away. After Buddha passed away, he became enlightened immediately and became Arhat, and become one of the successors. I was telling you that whatever good for the world, good for other people, then I would do it no matter what. So I'm just new like you here, and I forgot that. I totally halfway forgot. Now I continue that. Buddha, please wait. I come back to you. They have prepared for me a room, on the second floor. More comfortable, of course, with aircon. It was a VIP kind of room. And they put some of the thing I need already there, But when I first came here, immediately I say, I don't stay in any of these rooms. I stay up on the roof. Just put me a tent up there, and I'll be fine. I like it, okay? I like a tent in the open air. And put me a kitchenette there with something in case I need to have sometimes I don't like solid food, I just want to cook a little soup, rice soup or something. So that's what I did. But then they continue working until before we begin our retreat. So I had to put up with the second floor of the room, okay? And then it becomes so comfortable. After you live there for a few days, you have aircon, hot, cold, whenever you want, and ensuite bathroom, toilet, and everything already put there for you, special shampoo, and special conditioner, and good smelling soap. It's already nice, and bubble bath. Then I continue to stay. I didn't want to leave. This morning, I forgot, and then I asked the heavens again, okay, I'm too tired to check it out. Tell me, Is it still better that I go upstairs, better for the people, or is it better I continue to stay here, which is comfortable? I didn't ask for it, making an excuse for myself. I didn't ask for people did it for me. You see, I did not ask. So is that maybe heaven's will that I should stay here? Comfort. Because upstairs on the roof only a tent, a big tent, with a table, to work. It's actually like like an office. And a sofa, okay? No aircon, just maybe a heater, small one, all empty, okay? And later on, I came back and I saw the mosquito screen all around. It's like a room again. I said, oh no, terrible, I don't want that. I just want a tent, okay? And all around empty, I like that. It's not like screen all in with door and all that. Even though it's just a mosquito door, I don't like it. And this is one more excuse for me to continue to stay in the comfortable aircon. Already made all the clothes, beautiful hanging. Easy for me to do anything. So easy. So another excuse to stay. That's why I keep staying a few more days, and I didn't think about the roof anymore. Besides, they took away all my kitchenette stuff. Another excuse. Okay? What should I do up there? I don't have anything to cook. No pan, no pot, no cooking stoves, no bowls, no spoon. I keep listing it, You see that? I have nothing. Yeah, our minds like comfort, yeah? Even I like comfort, yeah? Especially when you're older, You have aircon, it's warmer for your back, and it doesn't stiffen your legs, and all kind of excuses I have. Yeah. But then suddenly this morning I was thinking, maybe just a trick. I should go upstairs because that's my instinct. The first day I came, I said, I don't stay in any rooms. The room has been slept in by people and used for years, decades already. I should not stay there, even though I throw all the beds out already. Just have a new sofa in and office, at the table and all the office stuff for document to work. So it just looked like an office. One sofa and a table, empty chair, like that. It's not much. And it was okay too, comfortable. Because they normally use it just for bedrooms. You come in, you just see the big bed. Nothing else. And it feels suffocating. I don't like it. Because the room already small. You put a bed in there, you can't do anything else. Even you put a chair or something in it, it feels too crowded. So I throw all the beds out anyway already, and it's more comfortable. But this morning, suddenly I wake up and say, oh no, maybe it's not too good to continue to stay here because I feel too relaxed. It's a relaxing room. It's a rest area, and my mind will not be set on working. It's the atmosphere in the bedroom is always make you feel relaxed and want to sleep. Rest, especially when I didn't ask for it, maybe heaven's will, This morning I asked, I said, okay, I'm too lazy to move again, all my things upstairs again. But okay, what is better for my work, okay, for the world? And they say, move, leave this room. I said, what, really? Repeat again. So they say, leave the room. It's better, okay? Better for you, my work, yeah? So immediately I left. Immediately, at that minute. Yeah, I don't want to further arguing with my mind. I know it is the right thing. It's my first impression anyway, and I wanted to do that. My tent is still up there, okay? And so I move whatever necessary. I couldn't move the whole thing yet because there are clothing. But I moved the symbolic of work, like computer, telephone, bathroom stuff, toothbrush and stuff like that. And a blanket, So that is already a symbol of my new life, a new area. It's all the necessity. And there's some clothes. Yeah, so it's okay. The mind can trick you for comfort. I really felt very comfortable in that room. Often I can't sleep very well, but in that room I sleep so well and I feel peaceful there. That's why I didn't want to leave. I thought it's heaven's will. Blaming it on heaven. It is not true. Sometimes the comfortable place doesn't mean a good place. Okay? You might not have peace at the end. Not peace within yourself only, but peace with other coordinating people. If you stay in one bedroom, for example, and to work from your bedroom, if you have no choice, then you have to. But if you have choice, you should separate your work and your sleeping area. Now, feng shui-wise, it's like that. Because your sleeping area is your sleeping area. And if you work from there, people don't cooperate with you. It's just naturally, because you order from your bedroom. Your bedroom is supposed to be your sleeping area, resting area. It's not for working. So at home, if you don't have more room, you have to put aside one corner for working, okay? Yeah, and when you finish work, you just shut that down. And if you can, you put a curtain or something, okay? Put something separate or some plants so that you have more efficiency in your work. There are more of this kind of cooperation between colleagues. Of course, I was too comfortable. I even forgot about feng shui or whatever shui that was. I just feel so good. Sleep well, eat good. Oh, for a long time, for a change. I was really reluctant to leave. Imagine that. Supreme Master and all. Still like the bedroom. All right. But I moved immediately as long as heaven reminds me for what purpose I was here. It's okay, just a few days. Good excuse. Yeah, take a rest. Okay, forgive me. Weakness of the body and mind. So I'm not always tough as you think, huh? I also love comfort. Yeah. And how you say, security. Yeah. In the second floor with the bedroom is more secure because there are iron doors, locked and everything. The roof don't have any like that. But I have tried to fix it so that I can lock from my side. Normally they put lock only from the inside, okay? The roof's supposed to be the outside. So every door is locked from inside, not on my side, the roof. So this day I moved up and I have tried nail this and that and making some arrangements so that I can lock from my side, just so that I can feel a little bit psychological safety. I had to do that wherever I go, so that I feel peace of mind. Huh? Good. Now you know my secret, my attachment secret to the bed and comfortable and the aircon. Yeah. Now I have nothing, just a tent. No aircon up there. Yeah. What for you have an aircon? It's all open air anyway. The aircon will not work. But after a while, I get used to it also. You will not feel that cold. You'll be okay. Just put more clothes on then. Huh? If it's cold. It's good like that. So I can have more sympathy with you also, who lives in the outdoor tent and stuff like that. Huh? So I don't be too comfy and sleep. So the Buddha say, mind that even if a prostitute who has no spiritual intention at all, or never had any connection with any spiritual teaching prior to meeting with Ananda at that time, still she can become a nun and attain arhatship. That's a big deal, arhatship, very high, bodhisattva. Therefore, how can you not? That's what he meant, okay? His assembly, yeah. And you also, of course. The Buddha continued. My God. Has nothing to do with the precept, and I keep talking, huh? And you don't stop me even. Huh? You're supposed to stop me when I blah on. Enjoy my attachment to my bedroom. enjoy my weakness, yeah? I confess to you and you enjoy? All right. I hope I don't have any more of this story to tell you to enjoy. That was my weakness. I also love good food. Yeah, I love Indian, chapati, roti, and this fresh chutney, they made it with all kind of spice and flavor. When it's fresh, it's like heaven. The chutney you bought from the shop is nothing compared to that. When they make it, chop there's a carrot into finger size, and other kind of vegetable, even, cauliflowers, and then they put, I don't know what kind of spice they put it. Oh, God, tastes so good. Even I forgot my dignity, I come and beg for some. And they give me just a little bit, because I prepare it for everybody. Normally, they wouldn't give it to you before everybody, but I don't know, they feel I was too skinny, too small, so they feel pity for me, and the woman gave me some. I never forget that taste, because I was hungry, and also it tastes so good. And fresh, freshly prepared. It's not too sweet, not too sour, not too salty. It's just perfect. The Indian woman, they can make it. Oh, man. And here, even you make it here, it's not the same. Okay? They put all the love in it also, because for their gurus and the disciples who came to their house, they make it so good. All right. I don't look like a nun or monk anymore, but I really ate only once today. When you eat only once a day, you're not as hungry as when you eat more times. It's funny. The less you eat, the less appetite. The less you eat, the less you want. If you eat breakfast already, then lunch and dinner taste good. But if you eat nothing in the morning, nothing else, then the meal you taste, no matter when, it don't taste as good. Therefore, you don't even eat a lot. You don't feel such a tasty like as if you had your breakfast first, and then many hours have lunch. If you have no breakfast, you just eat, but you don't feel. It feels okay, but not no big deal. Now, the Buddha continue, and those in the final age who wish to sit in a bodhimanda, meaning sit in the meditation, the enlightening meditation method. Sit in that way, not just sit, but really have a purpose, a method, a goal, and a truly deep understanding of why you're sitting. Otherwise, you just sit, no use. There's one more advice for you. If you want to sit longer without moving much, you have to sit full lotus. I cannot do it here because it's not very favorable here. If you sit in a full lotus position, you can sit longer. Although it might be uncomfortable at first, but after a while you get used to it. See it or not? Okay. I will take a photo or something in lotus position, and then you can have a look. You know, right? That both legs are crossed together. It's a little hard at first, but you get used to it. Not because of sitting in lotus position you will become Buddha, not like that, but you're more stable. And even if you meditate this way, you will not fall. Your legs are locked, so you don't fall too easily, and you can't sleep too easily. Even if you sleep in the lotus position, you wake up earlier, quicker. All right, so that's just by the way. So the Buddha say, if those in the final age, meaning, what means final age? Mean the age that the Buddha is no longer there, After a master passed away 300 years or 500 years maximum, that is the final age of any teaching. If you don't see another master appear in that area, in that era, this is final. Okay. But luckily we always have. It's just that it might not happen in that lineage. So you might think, Buddha's gone forever. The teaching and the lineage of the spiritual power of any master is like a river. Sometimes it's hidden under the earth somewhere, and you thought this is the end of the river. No. It will seep out somewhere and then appear again. So it's just like that. any of the religious people should look where the river reappear and do not be attached to a location of the original river. Because in all age, all religious branch, there will always be a master somewhere, and not be in the same lineage, not be in the same religious order, but there will be a master for the world. For our world, yes. And even in hell, there is a master called Kristigaba Bodhisattva. He will stay there forever. Because he vowed, before he became enlightened, he vowed that he will save all the people in hell. He vowed that he will stay there forever until the hell are empty. All hells are empty. He said, if all hells not empty, he will not take on the Buddha's position or fruit. He won't become Buddha if all hells are not empty. So he continued to stay in hell to teach the hell beings, whoever he can teach, whomever still has enough, a little bit of spiritual inclination, he will teach them. And then slowly he bring others also to the understanding of the truth, and then continue further teaching, and then release their karma, or because of that, their karma will be lessened or cleansed, and then they can reincarnate as a human being or a diva or asura, and then continue further. Yeah. That is Kristigaba Bodhisattva. Oh, there are endless sutras in Buddhism I like very much. Maybe one day I will read you this Kristigaba Sutra. Yes. It's very interesting. He talked about... When I first became a nun in Taiwan, and one of the temple, because we met where I took the precept, so they invited me to their temple. And the monks and nuns, normally, many of them, they go out to recite the sutra when somebody dies. And their relatives invite them to come recite sutra to help to liberate the soul of the dead for 49 days. Or some days at least, yeah, some weeks. And these monks and nuns also do that job, and they also asked me to come along. I also came. Of course, at that time, I cannot recite this sutra in Taiwanese, where I recite Amitabha Buddha for them. It's fine. And they recite theirs. I just recite quietly, and the 5 names, yeah, at that time. And later I saw they cook with chickens and ducks and porks and stuff like that. So after their session, I called the monks and nuns in the temple. I called them and said, this is no, 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 no. You have to tell the people who don't understand that in the Kristigaba Sutra, they call it Ti Chang Wang Pusa, means the Earth Store Bodhisattva, the one who vowed to save all hell beings before he became Buddha. That means forever, endless in this world. There will be always someone in hell. If nobody can save them all, then it's like that. I said, this is no, 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 no. If you go to recite sutra to somebody who died, you have to tell them, no, no meat, only vegetable. Otherwise, the soul of the dead will be having bad karma. Maybe have to go to hell for that. Or maybe delay, cannot go to heaven because of that. Maybe delay of liberation, depends. So you have to tell them that. It says so in the Kristigaba Sutra. If any dead person, the relative kill or offer meat and animals product in the name of the dead will be in trouble. Bad karma, and may go to hell, may suffer more. Okay? So you have to tell them that. You have to bring the sutra and tell them that. And then they bow to me. They put their arms together and say, you, Kristigaba Bodhisattva. I said, no, no, no. I read Kristigaba Sutra. I must remind you, we monks and nuns must tell people because they don't know. They have no chance to read any sutra. They're busy working. And they just go Buddha temple, bow, put some fruit and then take it back and eat. They never have chance to recite sutra. That's why we become monks and nuns. So we have more time to study the Buddha's teaching. And then because we are study already well, we must tell people who don't study it. It's not that you monks and nuns always go and just reciting things and then take offering from the red envelope and then go home. No, we study well because we have time, because we forsake the family time, we don't do business, we don't worry about mundane occupation, so we have more time. That's the purpose of being monks and nuns, so we can study a lot more. And then we have to tell people. And then they bow to me. I say, I'm Kristigaba Bodhisattva. I said, no, I'm no Bodhisattva. I just study the sutras. And then they was very respectful. I say, from now on, you tell people in advance before you come. I say, if you want me to come recite the sutra to bless the deceased, you must cook vegetarian. Otherwise, I don't come. And tell them why. Yeah. The Kristigaba Sutra is very clear. Even you give birth to the babies, and if the family member kill chicken and all that to give to mother, then it's very bad for both mother and son. Because those demons who love to smell the blood from the mother at the time of birth and all that, they're hanging around already, and they will eat all this food also, and then they will make very much a heavy energy for the mother and son at the so sensitive time. They need more rest, more good energy, but they did all the wrong thing, all the opposite thing. It stay all in the Kristigaba Sutra, and much more. In the Kristigaba Sutra, it even say that the Kristigaba Bodhisattva tell the Buddha that, I observe in the whole physical world, all the beings, every little second, every little minute, nothing they think, nothing they do doesn't cause karma for them. That bad. Therefore, you recite the 5 names all the time, okay? So that you don't think negatively. You don't have chance to act anything negatively. You protect yourself from attracting, so that you don't attract negativity to you as well. And bless your surrounding with this holy energy that you brought forth with you from the initiation power. So the Buddha say, those in the final age who wish to sit in a bodhimanda, enlightenment meditation, enlightening meditation, must first hold the pure precepts of a bhikshu, of a monk, okay? To do so, they must find as their teacher a foremost shramana who is pure in the precepts. You mean some of the monk-like, yeah? If they do not encounter a member of the Sangha who is truly pure, at least somebody like a lay person but take precepts, okay? Because Buddha has different precepts for different kind of disciples. 250 precepts, okay? But of course some of them are light precepts, so you can can modify it a bit. Like for example, in the Buddha's time, the nuns and monks take shower only every 2 weeks. That the Buddha said you can modify it. He told Ananda like that, okay? Many other are more strict, yeah. Some I cannot tell you because you are not a monks and nuns, okay? I just tell, that is a simple, I can tell, but many more I cannot. Or like if you eat in the assembly, you take from public kitchen, food or offering, you don't cover the vegetable with rice, or you don't cover the rice with food. Meaning you just do proportionately what you need. Because sometimes if you like more vegetable, okay? Then you try to cover the rice so that people don't see how much vegetable you take. Or you don't try to cover the vegetable on top of the rice so the people don't know how much rice you take because you love that kind of rice. Rice is not always white rice. India, they have delicious rice. That's why. You understand? Yes. This kind of precept, the Buddha says some light precept you can modify like that kind, okay? Further, I cannot tell you. I'm not allowed to. You're not allowed to hear the bhikshu, monks, nun precept if you are not monks and nun. Because if you know it, you have to keep. Also very difficult. Many precepts are difficult for lay people, okay? Because the monks and nuns, they're not supposed to have any man-woman relationship, for example, like that, yeah? So there are many precepts for that, and you can't keep it. It's difficult. It's very detailed and sensitive also. I can't tell you. You should not know unless you want to become monks and nuns officially, then you take the precepts and hold it, okay? Yeah. Keep it. But right now, you keep these 5 precepts that the Buddha explained. That's good enough, okay? And the 5 names and the gift, if I have given you, okay? That's secure you to go to heaven, all right? So the Buddha emphasized again, and again. So the Buddha say, in the final age, mean when the Buddha already nirvana, if anybody want to follow this kind of meditation, that he passed down to his successor, then they have to find the teacher, a foremost shramana, is somebody lesser than monks, but keep the pure precepts. Like the monks and nuns, they have 250. And the one who take bodhisattva precept, maybe 10 precepts, but have to keep it very purely, 100% pure. And the other normal 5 precepts. Therefore, the Buddha said you have to find somebody, foremost one, to keep the pure precept, like the 10 precepts, okay? All the 8 way of vegetarian, like last time I explained to you. Then that person can transmit the Dharma to you. Just like now, some of the residents can transmit the initiation to you while I am still alive, but don't have to be present at the initiation place. And then the Buddha say, if they do not encounter a member of the Sangha who is truly pure, then it is absolutely certain that their deportment in precepts and rules cannot be accomplished. So that. If you want to practice, for example, the Kuan Yin method that the Buddha transmitted, you have to find a pure monk or the pure bodhisattva layperson to transmit it to you. Otherwise, it's not valid. It doesn't help you, okay? It doesn't work. All right. Now, after accomplishing the precepts, they should put on fresh, clean clothes, light incense in a place where they are alone, and recite the spiritual mantra spoken by the Buddha of the mind 108 times. The one that the Buddha tell you. Actually, in many sutras, there are many mantra reciting by the Buddha, okay? Hey, guy, you cannot see me very well, huh? Some of you, huh? Yeah, poor thing. What to do? If I stand up, then the people behind don't see me. If I sit, then the people in front don't see me. Yeah, this is the life we have here, okay? It is not perfect, yeah? But you are perfect. You will be perfect. And that's important. The world can be perfect or not perfect, but we should be perfect. That's important, okay? Right.